Published, 17:13 Eastern Daylight Saving Time, the 14th of May 2018. Updated, 19:01 Eastern Daylight Saving Time, the 14th of May 2018. A victim of the Manchester bombing has recalled the harrowing moment she felt her face burning, like acid, as she was thrown back by the explosion. Amelia Tomlinson was just 6 feet away from terrorist Salman Abedi when he triggered the device that left 22 people dead. The 18-year-old was leaving the Ariana Grande concert with a friend when she paused to call her mother, and was immediately overcome by the heat of the blast. My ears went underwater and I saw quite a bright light coming towards me. It was heat, which I thought was like acid at first because it felt like my face was burning, said Miss Tomlinson, from Wigan. Amelia Tomlinson was just 6 feet away from terrorist Salman Abedi when he triggered the device that left 22 people dead. More than 500 people were injured when Abedi blew himself up moments after American star Miss Grande left the stage. We remember going up into the air and then hitting the floor. I saw people with blood on their faces, like a lot of blood, and like half their face missing, and their hair was very burned. And I saw people with no legs and no arms, and when I stood up I felt like I had something in my ear, like a bit of an ear or something. I knew we had to run. Miss Tomlinson was attending the pop concert at Manchester Arena on May 22 last year with her friend Lucy Jarvis. It was her first concert without her parents. More than 500 people were injured when Abedi blew himself up moments after American star Miss Grande left the stage. He detonated the device in the arena foyer, just as fans, many of them teenage girls, were making their way to Manchester's Victoria railway station. Miss Tomlinson, who was interviewed for tonight's BBC documentary Manchester Bomb, Our Story, added, "It hit my face, like little tiny like nuts and bolts and stuff, and that's when I saw my finger was hanging off, like all my 3 fingers. I pressed inside the finger and felt the bone because I couldn't feel it, like because of the adrenaline I couldn't feel it, and I was like, why does it not hurt if I can see the bones in my finger? I was obsessed with my finger. I was like, if I have no middle finger too. Pick up stuff with? What will I pick up stuff with? Do you know what I mean? I found out that all my hair was burned at the front and I had a black eye and I had lots of shrapnel wounds on my face." Her mother, Tina Tomlinson, said she collapsed when she couldn't find her daughter. She said, "This guy from the arena said, 'I can't let you in, I can't let you in, there's dead bodies inside.' And as soon as he said that, me and my mum just fell. We just fell to the floor as I really thought Amelia was one of the dead bodies. When we managed to find her, it just did not look like Amelia. She'd bought a new little pink top that was completely red. It was just red with blood," she was saying. "I've got people on me. I've got people on me, Mum. Get them off. Get them off." Speaking about the aftermath of the attack, Miss Tomlinson said, "I woke up, I opened my eyes. I remember the ceiling was falling, not falling down, but it was like bits of like ashes coming from the ceiling. There was a mist that was forming round the floor, and I looked round and everyone else was like lying on the floor. No one else got up with us." Her mother, Tina Tomlinson, said she collapsed when she couldn't find her daughter. Miss Tomlinson was attending the pop concert at Manchester Arena on May 22 last year with her friend Lucy Jarvis. It was her first concert without her parents. Manchester police and other emergency services were seen near the Manchester Arena helping victims. The teenager was rushed to hospital where she had surgery to save her fingers and on her leg. She was left in a wheelchair for 6 weeks after the attack. Her friend Miss Jarvis needed 14 hours of life-saving surgery. Miss Tomlinson, who was only 17 at the time of the atrocity, is now on anxiety medication and dropped out of college to have counseling. The shrapnel scarring on her face has also left her feeling she has to wear makeup. "When I used to put moisturizer on, it would be raised and it's just like little grains of metals. It went so deep into my skin it took like months for it to stop coming out." "It's probably the first thing I see when I look into the mirror," she said. Her mother, who spent an hour and a half searching for her daughter after the attack, now doesn't like to let her daughter out of the house. "Because as a mom, when you think your child's dead, it's hard to let them go anywhere where you can't physically see them," she said. Abedi had reportedly learned how to construct his bomb via YouTube videos. The 22-year-old killer was close friends with a group of extremists. Last year his friend Mohammed Abdallah was convicted of terrorism charges for traveling to Syria in 2014 to join Islamic State. The documentary Manchester Bomb, Our Story is on BBC One tonight at 10:45 p.m.